these things aren't looking quite right. You should pay attention to it. You know, a lot of the primary care doctors that I know and work with, they're not really jumping right on throwing medications at you. They want you to do something lifestyle first. That's what the literature shows us. That's what these tests were originally designed for, as a screening test to promote lifestyle. But I'll tell you something really sad. I was just talking to a primary care doctor 2 weeks ago, and he said, you know, I love what you do, and I think that it's great. You know, I can't do it, because he feels like we judge him. Because he maybe, I think like, okay, I spend a lot of time with my patients, and he doesn't spend as much time. He said, and it's great, he said, I used to be like that. I used to do that. I used to spend 15 minutes with a patient, came in, we looked at those numbers, and we said, all right, here's what you need to do. You need to change this. Maybe you need to exercise a little more. Maybe you need to change your diet a little bit. And I'd get finished pouring my heart and soul into it. You know what they would say? All right, doc, what pill do I need to take? 99 times out of 100. That's what he got. And so here this guy is who got into medicine because he truly cares about people and he wants to help them. They don't want to help themselves. In order for him to preserve life, here's the pill. It's an awful cycle that we get in. But that's where you can get your practical information. It's not hard. It's a very simple, step-by-step approach that you can take. And we hear it all the time when we go into these offices. But it is something that requires consistency and dedication. It maybe won't happen overnight because you didn't get there overnight. But you may have somebody who, all right, it's inflammation-based. Are you really dehydrated? Maybe you drink more Diet Coke than you should drink, right? You know, maybe your diet just in and of itself is just downright awful. It might be that simple to stop this process from happening. And I would argue that, you know, my evidence shows that it is. I mean, we've seen some amazing things that I don't even talk about in public because I don't fully understand how they happen. They're almost miraculous. But literally through making small changes in something like that. I have a prayer.
You mentioned the word I was interested in was inflammation.
Yes.
And you talk about that, and I'll look at ads and articles and they'll say this food or something is anti-inflammatory. And
Right.
I don't know what to do with all that. I mean, where do you go with all of that?
Yeah, that's a great point. So I think one of the things that when I'm focusing on what's the philosophy of treatment, that no two people are the same. So it's funny, you go onto a blog or a website, and you've got someone who's introduced to you the anti-inflammatory diet, and your friend is doing it and lost 20 pounds. And maybe you tried it and you stuck to it perfectly, and you didn't lose any weight or maybe you gained some weight. And then what's your friend telling you? Man, you didn't do it right. And you know you did. That's a real thing that happens, okay? So when you're looking at inflammation, we all have a different response to different things. And there could be genetics involved in that. There could be just an overall intolerance, maybe an overexposure. I mean, we can get into a million reasons that could be. But you can figure it out for you, right? And that's a process that you'd have to go through and try to understand better. Just like somebody who's allergic to eggs and another person who isn't allergic to eggs, maybe you should be eating something that someone else shouldn't be eating.
How do you even know if you're dealing with inflammation?
I usually challenge people to make a drastic change and say, okay, let's clean things up. Let's remove the things that we know don't make us feel good. So, you know, like I talked about Diet Coke earlier, let's cut out soda altogether. Let's focus a little more on the veggies. Let's focus on the whole foods. Let's kind of see how you're feeling. A week or two, there's a change. I mean, if you've ever done things like the Whole30 or, you know, South Beach, all of these things I think work on the same principle. At the end of the day, you really altered your entire diet. Now, here's the magic. What you learn about yourself. Because what happens? You do something like that, you clean everything up, and then you have that first Diet Coke or that first piece of pizza or chocolate cake, and how do you feel?
Miserable.
Miserable. Like it hurts. It's like you get a physical, sick, ill feeling. That's the real feeling. Like Coke is 17 teaspoons of sugar in that 20-ounce bottle. That's not healthy for you. They put phosphorus in there to make it so you don't throw it up. I mean, a scientist designed that so that you would be able to keep that down, and then the continued cycle is that sugar creates hormonal responses in your body that makes you want more sugar. How many people do you know that drink more than one of those a day? So you're almost becoming immune to actually feeling it anymore because you'd always feel awful. So these are the kind of things that you dig into. And that's why I say it really isn't hard, it's not complicated. But we're not willing to do it for the most part. We're not even willing to try it.
There's no measure of inflammation.
There is a measure of inflammation.
There is.
Yeah, so there is actually, we have it up there. We don't. So there's a few ways that I measure inflammation, but one of the most popular is the CRP, which is a C-reactive protein. Usually your cardiologist is probably going to run that. Do you guys run that at Health Visions? Yeah, so here we have, go ahead and introduce yourself real quick.
Hi, I'm Sherry. I'm a nurse practitioner over at Health Visions MD. Just coming in to listen a little bit. But we do a lot about the inflammatory response labs too, because it does give us a good idea of the inflammation.
Yeah, so you see, like, that's a part of their whole panel, is to look at those inflammatory numbers and be able to determine, now, what does that tell you? I'll tell you another little factoid is that if you go do a real high intensity exercise and then measure your inflammation the next day, what do you think it's going to be? It's going to be high. Why? Because you broke down things in your body. You did damage so that they would heal back stronger. What else do you think will be high? Remember, you did damage. Cholesterol's going to go up. We don't hold this thought. We think, okay, I do it once a year, and it never changes. We did an experiment recently with a national group where we had people manipulate their cholesterol numbers. We got people to manipulate 5-day period their cholesterol numbers by 35%. I mean, so how valuable is this in and of itself, right? Again, like what I keep pointing out, this is a bigger picture thing. This is some of the information. We can't make every decision just because we got this test back like this. But it does say we need to dig deeper. Does that make sense? Did I get all those questions? Okay. So in closing, that's what I want you to kind of take away. This is a screening test. I want you guys to look at these numbers. There's plenty of information out there. I know it's not an easy thing to kind of sort through it all, but stick with reputable sources. I mean, the AHA has a lot of, the American Heart Association has a lot of good information here. You know, looking at a lot of the university sources. Doctors in the community are going to have good information. You've got places like Health Visions MD where they even dig deeper. They do spend that time with you to talk through this stuff and answer your questions when you have them. You know, take advantage of that stuff and then let them decide, like, how deep do we have to dig into this? Maybe it was just because you had a crazy, you know, Pilates or high intensity workout. I mean, how many people do CrossFit in here? I don't know, do I see a lot of CrossFitters? No, but really, these guys do these things and their muscles are breaking down and they're building back up stronger, and it takes cholesterol to do that. So it's going to happen. You know, I told you earlier about a patient who called in and asked me, what makes us different, right? And he said, everything looks good, keep doing what I'm doing. I'm not here for that. I'm here for this other thing, doc. I just want you to do it for me. Just tell me what to do. 1 week later, that guy died of a massive heart attack. Left behind kids, devastating the community, the people who depend on him. It was awful. It was hard for our practice to cope with. It was hard for the cardiologist who had just seen him a couple weeks before, the primary care doctor. We all got together and we talked about this and how can we stop this from happening and what did we miss? And I'm not telling you that to scare you. I'm telling you that because I care about you. And I want you to play an active role. This is so much more important than doing a kitchen remodel, right? Just take some time, look at these numbers. Year over year, as you move from primary care doctor to primary care doctor, maybe there's a number that's been the same for years, and they get all worked up about it. Only you're going to know that, oh, every time I go in, that's what this number is. Or maybe the number's changed by 20 points, but it hasn't gone over the limit. You want to stop it before it gets over the limit. You want to take, 5, 10, 15 years before you get to that point where it's a problem. You want to catch it then. But you can only do that if you're involved in this process. So that's all I have. I have at my blog the slides, the references for the slides, okay? So, anything we talked about, the science, the research, that's all the official stuff there. That's at www.drjfab.com/Breathmatters 2019. So that page is created just for you guys. So if you want to go in and do more research, that's done for you. So questions?
To display my ignorance, what is allopathic and non-allopathic?
Yeah, no, good question. So you have traditional medicine and non-traditional medicine. So I have a unique background in that I started this whole journey out as a chiropractor. That would be non-allopathic. That would be non-traditional medicine. So as I went on my journey there, I realized that my hands were tied in a lot of places, and I wasn't able to help people the way that I wanted to help them, and it was often difficult to find support in the medical community for some of the things I wanted to do, so I had to go back to school in order to be able to do that.
So stem cell would now be under non-allopathic right now.
I would say stem cell would be allopathic. I mean, there is usages in both arenas, but you're going to be working probably with like an MD or a DO. Our FMP is working with stem cells.
That's my knowledge.
No, so yeah, I mean, like you think about it. Some of the universities and their oncology departments are really big into that. So, yeah.
Thank you.
No problem. Any other? Yeah.
You mentioned drinking a 20-ounce drink with 17 teaspoons of
Yeah.
sugar. How about if you drink diet drinks?
What was the 17 teaspoons of sugar replaced with? That would be my question.
I have no idea.
Yeah, exactly. You don't, but you drink it. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I don't mean to call you out, but it's exactly.
That's all right.
We do that
I didn't
without
think
even
about that.
thinking about it, don't we?